Hey guys, before we get into this video, I am super proud to officially announce the release of my new book coming out on August the 21st, 2019. Whilst it's taken me 6 months to write, it's 20 years of my career in music as a musician and also as a music educator. The book is called Stop Selling Music, Career-Changing Lessons for Musicians. So I would love it if you get involved. Hopefully it will bring you a lot of value. Anyway, today's video is the first of our challenge videos. It's the first video where I put my money where my mouth is and I spend an entire day with a musician helping them build their career, this time on Instagram. Let's go. Hi, my name's Damian Keyes and I've decided to embark on a musician Instagram makeover challenge. I reached out to my YouTube audience looking for a band or solo artist to work with me for 12 hours to help them improve their Instagram profile and get one step further to achieving their music career goals. We got hundreds of submissions, however, one email really stood out to me.
Hello, my name's Jordan. I'm 21 and I live in Chichester, and I saw this opportunity and it looks pretty cool, and I'm open-minded to new ideas that Damian might bring to me to help with my social media and my career. I'm a bass player. I think I would benefit from this a lot.
We got contacted by Jordan and his video submission stood out to me and my team so much that we invited him down to Brighton to work together for the day. Here's what happened.
So the plan for the day is, this is your day. So this is kind of an Instagram challenge, but I don't want to think of it as just going in and sorting a bunch of stuff on your Instagram. I want to take it a step further than that and figure out what it is that we're trying to achieve so that we can then filter that into Instagram. And what we've got to do is we've got to create a brand through your Instagram. Yeah. The way we do that is we go back a stage further and we go, well, what are we trying to achieve? So firstly, going back, before we work on Instagram, tell me about you. Tell me what it is that you want to achieve.
I think I want to achieve to be a self-sustaining, I just want to be a musician who just makes money creating music, I think. Also, I'm in a band and writing songs with them is really fun, and that would be also a great avenue. Maybe I could go down different avenues of making sound for film or sound for video games and stuff like that.
Jordan told me that the main thing he wants to achieve with his music career is making money in music from playing bass, playing in his original band, Lobster Pot, songwriting for both himself and his originals band, and also writing for film and video games. This is a problem that a lot of musicians face. Imagine your music career as a pie. If you want to make money from music, that's your goal. Easy. You work hard until you achieve it. However, when you divide that pie into sections, each section needs time and energy to build, but you're splitting your time and effort, making it harder to achieve any of your goals. I discussed with Jordan what his priorities are, and the main thing he wanted to focus on is making money from playing bass. So now we need to look at how we can make him more employable as a bass player, starting with his Instagram.
So I want to work from the top down, and everything is going to work around this. If you need a bass player, call me. This is who I am. Yeah. So I want to work on that first picture, because that first picture at the top of you needs to sum up. This is who I am, this is what I do. So effectively, the first thing we're going to do today is we're either going to find or make a picture where people can see you. Let's have a look through some pictures that we've got. So you've got one where you played a gig. Because the other thing is we can also, we'll do some photos today. That's another possibility. There's another one there. Well, why don't we keep that one on the back burner and go and do some pictures.
So our first job of the day was to take a new picture for Jordan's Instagram profile. So I headed out with Jordan and my videographer Morgan to do a photo shoot.
Look at this. Damo on camera.
We then went inside so Morgan could look at the pictures and edit the best one.
So I had a look through them all. There's some cracking pictures. But I think the one that stood out for me, and I've gone and edited it up, which fits the best, is that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, do you like it?
Love that.
Cool.
Yeah, I might go over just one more time, detail out some of the your hat and little bits.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that could be a shout if you're happy with that.
Yeah, that's a great edit too. That's mad.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Jordan went onto his Instagram and changed his display picture. We then had a look at his Instagram username.
The first thing I want to do is I want to make you searchable. So at the moment, JFlynn_music, I want everyone to know that this is Jordan Flynn. So the first thing we need to do is we need to change that name and have the bio
underneath it. That's the next thing that we're going to work on before we work on any content. Jordan's Instagram username was jflynn_music. The only problem with that is it's not very searchable. So when people are trying to find Jordan for session bass work, they might have trouble finding him. We brainstormed some alternative usernames and decided to change his username to Jordanflynnmusic. Good, right, we got the name. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start working on the bio. How can we make this into some bullet points, which is really nice and easy? I think things like, for example, the first thing that we need to have in there is your name, what instrument you play, the area, so that people aren't finding you in Sheffield and expecting you to travel, and then the call to action, the message of what we're trying to get across. We edited Jordan's Instagram bio and made it clear who he is and what he does. Jordan doesn't have a website, so Morgan helped him create a YouTube channel that he can put in his Instagram bio instead. Morgan then created some channel art, so when Jordan uploads to his channel in the future, it looks friendly and professional. Does it feel like it makes sense, all the stuff that we're doing?
Yeah, completely. Like
Good, that's
it
the
looks
most
way better already, even though it's just small details.
Yeah, little
it
bits.
looks way better. So yeah, I'm feeling good. So yeah.
I also had an extra challenge for him. We've got 10 names here that I've asked you to look up for people that you think could have opportunities available to you as a bass player.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is I want you to add them on Instagram, and I want you to send each one a message, as weird as this sounds, and I just want you to say something like, "Hi, just wanted to let you know I'm a bass player available in Brighton and London. If you need a bass player or a debt bass player because yours is ill, give me a shout." Something like that. Okay. I used to have a friend who he called Smiley, and he used to send text messages around once a week, and it was like, "Just to let you know, I've got availability on the 29th. If anyone needs a Smiley drummer, I'm available." And it just meant he never, ever didn't have a gig. He always had a gig. And it starts off with an introduction. Cool. Do that 100 times. Somebody is going to come back to you and go, "I don't suppose you're around on the..." And it starts from there. Jordan spent 5 minutes messaging bands and artists introducing himself. Then he got an instant reply.
So I just got a reply back from one of the bands that I just messaged.
Yeah.
And they sent me a video.
Yeah.
Of their bass players being like, "Nah," and then they said thank you so much, but they're rather attached to him.
That's great.
But it's still a response.
There's a reason why musicians don't do this stuff. It's because they're either scared that someone's going to go no, and which will happen most of the time, or because it's hard work. Those two things, and I say this all the time. It's not just about music; it's about everything. It's about opportunities. I get so much shit about people going, "Shouldn't do work for free," and I'm like, this is not for free. This is so I can fuck over everyone else. I'm not that nice. I'm not doing this for the benefit of everyone else. I'm doing this for me. When it comes to me doing something that I can get ahead of other people so I can build my career, as horrible as that sounds, I'm not here for everybody else. When it comes to my career, when it comes to me and my bass playing, I'm not here to go, "Don't worry, it's all fair. We're all going to share the wealth." No, we're not. I'm going to get in and I'm going to take all of the gigs I can possibly get. Next, we looked at highlight reels on Jordan's Instagram. We renamed them all so it made it a lot clearer what each one of them was, and also added a picture to match the heading. We then got in the car and drove to Waterbury Music College to do a photo shoot and create content for Jordan's Instagram. Okay, so we've been working from the top down, starting off with the main picture, then the bio, making sure we've got the right call to action. What I want to do now is I want to start working on some actual content, but you can see the content hasn't been the most important thing. We'll do some shots in and amongst some gear. We're down at Waterbury, and Morgan's going to do some pictures. In fact, Morgan M. James, how do you feel about not using the camera but using your iPhone?
Yeah, I can do.
Just because I don't want any excuses. I don't want, but you've got a photographer, and but you've got a camera, and I just want it to be like, no bullshit. This is free. This is something you can do yourself. Dress up, get a mate, take some photos, filter them, bish bash bosh. There's no excuses.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck it, let's do that. So Morgan took a bunch of pictures on different backgrounds and then edited them on his phone with an app called VSCO. I realise how privileged do what I love every day.
One thing I talk about a lot is the importance of a story. And while a picture tells 1,000 words, why not narrate that story yourself?
5 o'clock, on the dot, done.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. Real
Yeah?
fun. Yeah.
It was
Great.
fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really fun, and I learned loads of stuff.
Do you know what I love? I wish I could do this every day. Like, this takes me back to when I started in music education, and we could do this stuff every day. But it just goes to show what you can do if you focus on momentum over a period of time in order to build. Imagine if you do the same thing tomorrow and the next day and the next day, all of a sudden, everyone else that's in your pool of musicians around you, you just leave them for dead because of how much you can do. Whilst it is fun, you can see that it isn't about doing anything mind-blowing, it's about doing stuff to a high standard and just consistently again and again and again. But you know, also, just on the end, this is our first proper challenge, you have been a dream to work with. You're so open to ideas, because like musicians in general, when you go, right, this is what we're gonna do, they're like, no, this is what I'm thinking about, I don't wanna do that, whereas you were just open to everything. And in my head, I'm like, that's why you'll be successful. Because if you can learn, if you can keep your ideas open and try things and be prepared to fail and go, well, it failed, I'll do the next thing.
Yeah.
You win every time. Dude,
Cheers.
nice. Good job.
Nice.
Right, catch you on the next one.